A high noon start. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for joining. If you are watching, remember you can watch all these on recording too. So we're live right now on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, but also on YouTube and Facebook. You can watch this as a recording if you have to duck out in the middle or if you missed this altogether. If you are watching on the replay, let me know down below in the chat. Write ship, SHIP, down below in the chat if you're watching this on the replay. If you're watching it live, say hello. Want to hear about your weekend? We have 27 total orders going out the door today. That's eBay, Poshmark, and actually a couple of Mercari today too. So 18 eBay, I think, is the final count. 7 Posh, and a couple of Mercari going out the door. I have been listing some of my new with tag stuff over on Mercari. Let me know down below in the chat. What are we shipping first? Am I going to do eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari? We're going to do all three, but let me know where we're going to start. Do I sell anything online? Ever. Sometimes. What's up, Barry D? How are you? Sean Douglas is in the house. What's up, Sean? Haven't heard from you in a little while. Hope you're doing well. How are sales going on down there? eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. Let me know down below in the chat. You're the boss for just a second. Of course, I love hearing about your sales. How are sales this weekend? What things are going out the door? What's moving fast? Grailed. No more grailed for me, brother. Barry D, you missed the instructions as usual. eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari. You just type that down below in the chat, and that's what we'll start with. Mercari first. You got it. You're the boss. Kika. What's up, Kika? How are you? I wasn't expecting Mercari first, so we got 2 orders on Mercari. Let's go ahead and get this first one. Merrill Fly Strike. Brand new in the box. This is actually a really nice pair of Merrill hiking shoes. I'll show them to you. With a nice colorway. I had a few different sizes in this same color. I actually have another colorway of these two. Brand new in box. These are going out the door. Get these packed and shipped out. It's a great place to ask questions. Whether you're new to reselling or you've been doing it for a little while, I hope you learned something. Maybe take away a new brand, a new thing to look for. I don't know, maybe a shipping tip. So this first order is going out the door to Stephanie. I'm going to ship this order via Pirate Ship. Nice and easy. Kate, what's up? You were a little slow on the eBay take. We'll do eBay right after this. Yeah, I'm putting some new tags, new inbox stuff over on Mercari. Just testing it out, seeing what their new fee schedule and seeing how that whole thing works out. I'm not a big fan of the platform, as you know. Always expect the unexpected. That's right. Barry D says Amazon. No Amazon. All right. So this is going to Chatham, Illinois. These shoes sold for a best offer $66. All my listings on Mercari are free shipping, and I don't pay any fees on Mercari anymore with their new things. So the buyer paid the fee. Actually, the buyer paid a total fee of $5.95. So buyer paid the fee, not me. So I keep the whole $66 minus what I'm about to pay on this shipping from Pirate Ship. All right, so this is going to go in. Actually, I think I'm just going to ship this right in this box inside of a bag. We'll see what this weighs in at. 1 pound, 8 ounces. So here's a little shipping trick that you may or may not know about that could save you some money. I'm going to put this brand new pair of shoes in the box in an 18 by 14 poly bag. I think we're going to see what the cost is here. So let's see. Ground Advantage, it's going to be $6.26 to ship it this way. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to ship in one of these 18 by 14 poly bags. This way it doesn't, if I use a box, it'll probably go up over the 2 pound mark, which means I'd have to ship it at a 3 pound rate. By doing this, I keep it at that 2 pound rate. So $6.26. I also don't have to spend money for a box. A box for this would cost me about $1. So thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate your business. Uses a typewriter and making shipping labels. Of course I do. What do you use to print your shipping labels? I use an IDPRT SP410. If you want to learn more about that, there's a link in my profile to that exact printer and all the shipping supplies I use. Everything's linked in my profile, or you can go to chris@peak.com. The website's just down below. So everything I use, including that printer. I've had this printer. It's going on 3 years now, actually. It is a workhorse. You can usually get it on Amazon. It just under $100. So $6.26 is this Ground Advantage shipping label. So altogether, I'll keep $59.74 from this sale after all fees and shipping and all that. You could have just used Mercari labels, less work. Yes, but more cost. You aren't wrong. But copying and pasting that over to Pirate Ship is like a 30-second process, so I'm not too worried about it. That would have been like a $13 shipping label if I did that on Mercari. But there's nothing wrong with doing it that way if you want to do it. All right, first order's out the door. Done. Next up is a Peter Millar. This is a brand new with tags. Good morning, Tam. Have you been to Trosa Thrift in Winston-Salem? No, I'm not familiar with that store. Chris, I found a Pearl Snap bowler button up this morning. Nice. What brand is that? Bowler button up. Is that the brand Bowler? Actually would have been $7 if I go to if I want to drive to UPS. You are correct. Excess baggage. You are correct. I'd rather just put it out on the front porch, and that cost me. It was cheaper anyway. It was $6.26, and I get to put it out on the front porch. I don't have to drive to UPS. It's like 10 minutes away for me to get. Almost 15 minutes away for me to get to UPS. Actually, it is 15 minutes. This is a Peter Millar Summer Comfort, brand new with tags. The pattern on this one is called Ranch Water. Look at the pattern on that, like a ranch water, the drink. Pretty cool, brand new with tags. MSRP on this is $110. The buyer on Mercari paid $66.60 on a best offer for this. They also paid $9.32 in fees on this. Buyer pays the fees on Mercari. This is going to go USPS Ground Advantage. I'm going to ship this via Pirate Ship. Thank you, Stephanie. Both Mercari orders are going to Stephanie's. That's interesting. What do you know? Love to hear about y'all sales this weekend. What kind of stuff do you have going out the door? You feel good about your sales? Things trending up? They trending down? What's going on over there? All right. This is going to Spring, Texas to Jessica. This is going to go in a 12x9 poly bag. And this is going to weigh in at 8 ounces. So this shipping label from Asheville, North Carolina, out to Spring, Texas is going to be $4.43. Hey, Kenzie, Second Life Boutique. I recognize your photo down below. Second Life, how are you? What's good? How are sales? What's the latest? Appreciate you popping in here. Had a great week in sales. That's awesome. I love that. That's awesome. I got a return that was automatically approved. The buyer state, I just didn't like it. WTF. It was new tag, anthro crop top. I like Posh policies better. Robin, yeah, I agree. I had a new tag return request that came through last night too on a golf polo. It was an RLX, and the person in the description just said it wasn't, the shirt wasn't what I expected. I'm like, it's a golf polo. What exactly were you expecting? But that's just part of the game. About 2.5% of my sales on eBay result in returns. Just yeah, part of the game. But yes, I do like Posh's return policy much better. I had somebody request a return, like they sent me a message requesting a return on Friday because the pants didn't fit their husband, and I said, sorry, Poshmark doesn't allow for returns for doesn't fit reason. I apologize, but you can quickly reposh this item, and I copied and pasted the reposh directions. I just Googled how to reposh and then just copied and paste that, put that right in the message to the person so that person can reposh it. They can use my photos and they can resell that item really quickly. We aren't Amazon, exactly. Small business, it's a pain, but I get it. It's just the way eBay is. I just shipped a pair of American Eagle skinny jeans, a pair of modern Zubaz. Modern Zubaz, that's cool. I didn't know Zubaz was making stuff anymore. That's really cool. A pair of Tommy Bahama men's linen pants, very nice. 4 sales this weekend, not bad. I'm busy, too busy with life. I hear you, Bran. Cheers to for sales. I love it. Missy Carver's in the house. What's up, Brienne? I know it's third hand. Brienne, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, your Howler Brothers was that shirt, Kate. Catching up on some chat here. Always new consignment. Sold a $500 vase last week. That's always fun when you get those big dollar ones, right? It makes all the rest of it, maybe the smaller dollars or the medium dollars, a little bit more fun when you can have a big $500 one like that. Congrats on that, Kenzie. That's really cool. Good morning, Ben. Welcome. Appreciate y'all being here. I love hearing about your sales. Thanks for sharing them down below. Third time finding Howler 2, both prior sold super fast. Yes. Howler definitely one of those hot brands right now. So great find on that. I love it, especially like the pearl snaps on those. All right, Mercari is done. I think Kate asked for eBay next. We have 18 eBay orders. We'll try to plow through these right quick. I'm going to try to give you the sale price on all these things. And if I remember how much I paid on them, I will let you know that too. So first up is an LL Bean. This is an interesting one. I picked this up about a year and a half ago. I bought like 50 of these LL Bean shirts, all donated by the same person. I know because they have the dry cleaning tag on them. They're all short sleeve, size extra large, plain, like not plain, solid colored Oxford shirts. So this one sold for full asking price $17.95. These are always slow through the winter time, but they pick up for me and they sell fairly consistently through the summer. I don't know how many of these I have left, probably a bunch, but there's like 6 different colors. So this person had like 50 something of the same exact shirt, same size, just different colors. Pretty interesting. So kind of a interesting wardrobe. They had blue ones and a few different color blues. They had yellow, they had white, they had tan. I forget, there was, I think, one other color too that might have already sold out. Was there a green? I don't remember. Anyway, this is going out to Lisa. That was an interesting find. And there was actually some I left behind. I think there was like a total of like 60 of them at that thrift store, all donated by the same person, same dry cleaner tag. Pretty interesting, I thought, anyway. So I paid $5 a piece for this. This one sold for $17.95. I gotta print out these shipping labels. That would help. Had a buyer try to return with reason that I shipped wrong item after they messaged me that they simply didn't like it. Luckily, eBay backed me up on that. Nice. I've found personally anyway that eBay's gotten a little bit better. I had to call eBay with some customer service stuff last week, and I don't have to call often, but when I have lately, I've just found that I don't know, they seem like the people that I talk to are a little bit better trained and they know a little bit more about what they're talking about. That was the problem with eBay customer service for a long time in my experience, is that you'd always get somebody on the phone that just seemed to know nothing about what you were talking about. But I've found it to be a little bit better lately anyway. All right, so $5 on this one, sold for $17.95 plus $5.95 shipping. Buyers all in for what, 23, 24 bucks. This is going out to Lisa, going to Virginia. Going to Waynesboro, Virginia. Thank you, Lisa. Out the door. Is there a way to dispute a return on eBay? Robin, that depends. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. I don't know what your return policies were on that item. So obvious to me, based on what you shared with me, that little bit of information, Robin, I don't know that you can contest that, because it sounds like you had your return policy set to that buyer could return the item. So they did. That's why it got automatically approved. That's my guess. But again, the only information I had was is the information that you shared with me, which might not be all of it. So if you have more information, let me know. I heard yellow is the hardest color to sell. You find that to be true? I actually do find that yellow and orange tend to be harder sells, especially if they're just like plain solid yellow and orange. But there's exceptions to that rule. There's some brands that sell really well in those brighter colors too. But generally speaking, I think you're onto something there. I don't have any stats to support that. That would just be my gut. Dear sir, good quality and good price, good service. Thanks, KSAG Sports. Appreciate you popping in. And as always, let me know if you have any questions. That's my favorite part about this. I hope that you can walk away with, I don't know, a little knowledge nugget, something that can help you grow your business or get started. So let me know. This for me just started as a side hustle, and Kim and I's 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, 740 square feet in downtown Denver, and just had a few hundred, grew it to a few hundred units. probably, I think we got it up to like 300 plus units for sale at any given time. Out of that 1-in-1, I got a little 5x8 storage unit that was in our apartment complex right down the hall. It was about 40 paces down the hallway once I grew to that level. Put some shelves in there, put some bins in there to start storing more items. But that's how it all started, was just a little side hustle. We both had full-time jobs and all that stuff. I haven't had a full-time job now or a job period in, I guess it's been 2.5. Has it been? Let's see, 2021, 2020. It's been 3.5 years since I've been doing this full-time. Got a Harley Davidson shirt that went out the door, a t-shirt, nothing fancy, best offer, $14.35. I think I paid $5 for that at a thrift store. Not getting rich off of kind of a ho-hum, just normal Harley Davidson t-shirt. This one's going to Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah's in Orick, Montana. And the Harley shirt says Kansas City on it. So maybe she's from Kansas City. Maybe she just really likes the Royals. Who knows? Good point. Do you offer returns on clothing, eBay, which is the best? No or returns. So Robin, this is one of those things where there's not like 100% like best answer for this. I can tell you what I do. I have free returns on all my listings with a few exceptions. If it's like a really big, heavy item, I might not offer free returns on it. But for the most part, I offer free returns on everything, which means if something gets returned, I pay the return shipping back to me, but I don't refund the buyer's initial shipping unless I did something wrong. If I put something wrong in the description, or if there was a hole that I didn't disclose or something like that, then I would pay shipping both ways. But that's how I do it. And the reason I do that is because I'm an eBay top rated seller. I offer 1 day handling time, and I offer free returns. So therefore I qualify for eBay Top Seller Plus status, which means I get 10% off my final value fees on all my orders. So the way I see it is, and this is held true, is that yes, I'll pay for return shipping, but I'll save more on fees from that 10% off the final value fee through eBay, that it still works out in my favor. So even though I pay for a couple of return shipping labels every month, a couple of 5, maybe a weird month I pay for 10, it doesn't matter. I'm getting 10% off my final value fee. So that usually saves me more money. Hey, Trisha, how are you? Hey, man, so I was here last week. So did you look up the Grinches? I didn't, Steven. I'm sorry. I was away. Since I got off live last Monday, I've basically been away for all but like one of those days. I just got back last night. So really busy week traveling and stuff with some family stuff going on. So I didn't get time to look up your Grinches. But I appreciate you popping back in here. Yes, Robin. But that's how I do it, because I ship every day anyway. So I can offer that 1 day handling time and the free shipping, and I can save that 10%. So not everybody likes to do it that way. That's okay. But for me, it ends up being objectively, it saves me money by doing it that way. And I don't get any more returns than I used to by offering free shipping. That's one concern that a lot of people have when I mention that I do free returns. Sorry, not free shipping, free returns. People get nervous because they're like, well, that's just going to mean I'm going to get more returns. And the reality is I didn't see any increase in returns. I still get about 2.5% of my sales result in returns on eBay. All right, next up is this is an RLX golf polo. I picked up tons of these back in, I think it was December. Most of them were size large. This one's a size small. MSRP is $98.50. This is a RLX, which is Ralph Lauren's golf line. This sold for full asking price, $39.95. I think I paid $20 for that piece. But again, it was a multi-quantity listing. They've just been selling off since December. And they've been selling actually really quick lately. It's golf polo season right now. It's going out to Mike. Thanks, Mike. Mike is in, and Mike paid for the shipping too. So Mike's all in for $46 on this shirt. So shipping label here is $4.43. Going USPS Ground Advantage. And it's going to Dallas, Texas. Good morning from the desert. What's up, Nick? How are you, brother? Always appreciate you popping in, man. How are sales? Let me know. I'm sure you got some cool sales from the weekend. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for sharing their perspective on offering free returns. You're welcome. Missy, I've offered free returns on eBay for, oh man, I think I started doing that back in 2020. So I've been offering free returns for probably somewhere close to 4 years. I've done that. But of course, the key to that is getting that top rated seller plus status, which is how you save that 10%, which means you have to ship, you have to do 1 day handling time too. Some people can't do that. If you have a full-time job, you can't count on that 1 day handling, so you might not be able to pull it off. But for me, I ship every day anyway, so it's all good. All right, we got a Tory Richard going out the door. This is 100% cotton lawn. Awesome pattern on this. I just listed this maybe 3 weeks ago. It sold on a best offer, $23.40. I paid $5 at a thrift store. Love picking up Tory Richard, one of my favorite Hawaiian shirt brands to buy and sell. I pick it up in all sizes, all colors, as long as it's a good price. I pick it up in all materials too. This one's 100% cotton lawn. The silk ones are a little better. The linen ones are a little better, but I pick up all of them. This one's a size medium. This one's going to Gary in Indianapolis. Thank you, Gary. Whoa, you're confusing me. Nick Smith, jumping back and forth between platforms. Sales are good. Polo Ralph Lauren 3XB sales for $50 new with tags. That's interesting. I listed a 5XB Polo Ralph Lauren over the weekend. Polo Ralph Lauren suit for $80. Nice on that. Nice on that. It was a Polo Ralph Lauren suit. I find that most of the Polo Ralph Lauren like suits and blazers, I find those are vintage. Was it a vintage one too? Chris is live. What's up, Chemo? Chemo, I was away all last week, so I went live last Monday, shipped some orders, but I wasn't live at all after that because I was away. All right, next order is for Michael. Speaking of big size, Polo Ralph Lauren. Here's a Polo Ralph Lauren, size 2XLT, the T for tall. These are always quick sellers. This sold literally like a 24-hour sale. Listed this, I think I listed it Thursday. It sold Friday or whatever it worked out to be. So this sold for a best offer of $21. I could have held out and got a little bit more, but $21 plus the buyer paid for shipping on this. This is going out USPS Ground Advantage. It's a 15-ounce rate, so this cost me $5.93 to ship this. Buyer paid $5.95, so that worked out. Yes, the boot tag with white lettering. Nice, man. That's cool. Very cool flip on that. I've had good luck with the Polo Ralph Lauren suits and blazers, although I don't find them very often. They're usually Ralph Lauren or Lauren Ralph Lauren. So that's awesome, man. 1 day handling is the other piece I need to consider. I've always shipped within a day, but being a part-timer, I like the buffer. Yeah, I totally get that. And by the way, Missy, you can change it. Like if you're going to be away for a weekend or away for a week, you can change your handling time. You can bulk change that, or you can you can do a time away setting on eBay to just temporarily change it while you're away if you want to see that. Didn't see K-Way on this morning. Not sure. I didn't see him either. Not sure. Sold a Polo Ralph Lauren Italian tux last week for $400. Boy, howdy. That's a good one, Nick Smith. Nick Smith's just filling up the chat with fire. I love it. You can do the same thing, y'all, too. I want to hear about your sales and all that. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer those. Those are fun for me. I was hoping to meet you when you came to Florida, but didn't make it. Candy, are you down in that Tampa area too? I've been down there twice in the last like 6 weeks. Hold up the blue QR code sticker so we can see it closer. Thank you, Brand Tech. I think this is what you're talking about. Is that what you're referring to? Nice. Okay, cool. Thanks, Trisha, for the roommate update. I appreciate that. Thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate just hanging out for a little bit with me. Let me know, like, what's helpful about these lives, or what do you enjoy most about these lives? I never know. I've been doing these forever, and I just like, what's the best part about these lives, or what do you appreciate the most? Let me know down below in the chat. That way I can do more of whatever it is. Next up is going to, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Jow. Got a pair of Vans shoes. I'll show you them. Brand new, no box condition Vans with the Rasta gray colorway, just an old school skate shoe. I had this in like 4 different sizes. This might be the last pair of these. It is, I think. Yeah, I think it was the last pair of these. And check it out. I bought a new pair of Brooks off of, was it off of eBay? No, I got it from EMS, Eastern Mountain Sports. I was going to buy them off eBay, but I found a better price on EMS. So bought a pair of Brooks over the weekend, or I bought them last week and they got shipped over the weekend. So here's that Brooks box. I'm just going to tuck the shoes right into that Brooks box. And I'm going to throw this in a 18 by 14 poly bag. And these are going to ship for $8.12 USPS Ground Advantage. Seeing what is working for other sellers and bouncing ideas. Love it, Lickety Flip Shop. What sort of stuff do you sell and what platforms do you list on? It's going up to Jow. Thanks, Jow. Feel like I have a coworker as I work. That's cool. I like that. Brand awareness, business strategy adjustments, coffee. Appreciate that, Nick Smith. And that's a great reminder. If you're interested, if you drink coffee every day, which I know I do, get yourself some delicious, delicious coffee. You deserve better coffee. You can find your coffee at chris@peak.com. We have a light roast, a medium roast, and a dark roast. It's all available, whole bean, ground, or a French press grind if you use a French press. Check out the coffee. I think once you try it, you probably won't go back to that stuff that you're buying at the grocery store. It's roasted fresh every Thursday. It's fair trade. It's organic. Probably the best coffee that you ever tried in your life. Try me. Try out the coffee. Let me know what you think. I bet you'll be hooked. Again, you can get it at chris@peak.com. The link is just, or the link is down below this live somewhere, or you can see the URL right there on the screen, chris@peak.com. Thank you for bringing that up, Nick. We do have a coffee order going out the door this morning too, to my friend Tim from Shed Flips. I'm full-time too. Love watching your lives. Feel like I'm not alone when I'm doing the same things. Cool. I love that, Robin. Appreciate that feedback. What Nick said, brand awareness, community are the things I love about these lives. I feel like I've avoided some lumps by the things I've learned on these lives. That's awesome. Cool. Cool. I watched your live when you were here. Oh, that's cool. I love it, Candy. That's awesome. Yeah, say hi next time. I'll probably be down there. I don't have a plan for when I'm going to go next. I usually don't. I usually just book like a flight a few days in advance and travel on down there and just make things happen. But I probably will be down there soon. As much as I don't like going to Tampa in the middle of the summer in the heat, I will be back. Men's and women's clothing and shoes on eBay and Posh. About to try Whatnot again soon. Nice lickety flip. How did Whatnot go the last time around? We got another sale going out the door. Let's see. The Vans are gone. This is a brand I don't pick up a lot. I try to be really descriptive about this kind of stuff. So Callaway is a brand I don't buy and sell a ton, but I found this at a thrift store. It's brand new with tags, and it's a long sleeve. It's actually got a little bit of wool. It's a polyester wool blend golf polo. A little bit kind of heavier weight to it. This sold for $26, brand new with tags on eBay. Buyer paid shipping, $5.95. So don't go running out and buying all the Callaway golf polos you see. This was a thrift store pickup for $5 of a brand new with tags. So I picked it up. Very, very rare find and flip for me. I do occasionally find them retail for cheap enough. Well, where I'll buy a bunch of them, but I haven't found them cheap enough retail in a while. They're usually like in the $20 range on my clearance for retail, so I don't pick up Callaway very often. But nice little flip here. I'll take it. This is going out to Malon. Malon's in Belmead, New Jersey. I don't know where that is. Belmead, New Jersey. It's very hot here. I don't go to Red, White, and Blue that often, but I like it when I do go. I'm fairly new to everything. I like to watch UK Wayne surfs. Nice. Those other guys are pretty nice. I like those guys. They know what they're up to. I appreciate that. Have a hard time balancing other platforms, sourcing kids and soccer. Yeah, I hear that. That sounds like a lot. My blood pressure just went up thinking about kids and soccer. Of course, Kim and I are no kids by choice, so that kind of stuff. Yeah, just a thought. I don't know how y'all do it with the kids and having a business and all that stuff. It's a lot. Cheers to you for being able to make all that work. soccer practice and all that stuff. Just the thought of driving around for that. That stresses me out. Got another pair of shoes, brand new in box. This is a pair of Nike SBs. Nike SBs. This is in a men's size 9. I'm going to show you these. This is the Alley-Oop, Nike SB Alley-Oop. Really fun colorway on these two. This is a men's size 9. These sold for best offer $48.60. The buyer paid $9.95 shipping for these. So I'm going to do that same trick that you've seen me do a couple times today. I'm going to ship this right in the box, and I'm going to put it in this 18 by 14 poly bag. I could put them in a box too. I do have boxes that are the perfect size for brand new in box shoes, but they cost me about $1 a piece. So this bag here cost me I think they're like 12 or 15 cents a piece for these poly bags. So this is going to Colorado Springs, Colorado, where the Air Force Academy is. Out the door. We still got a lot of orders to go through. We're moving and grooving though. Feel free to ask questions. Surf's in the house. What's up, Surfs? I watch Chris and K-Way too. Surfs, I couldn't watch your live this morning. I just had a bunch of stuff going on. I was doing listing and all that stuff this morning, so I was trying to stay focused. But what I did do, Surfs, I did the cheat code. I went through your eBay solds from the weekend and just quickly scanned through and saw all the stuff that you were selling. So I didn't watch because I wasn't interesting. I had to take the what do you call it? The Cliff's Notes. I took that route this morning, Surf. So I did see your solid weekend of sales. Really better than solid weekend of sales. Nice job, brother. Watched you earlier. Candy says she was watching you. We're all watching each other, learning from each other. I love it. I love it. All right, let's jam into the next one. We got a Tommy Bahama, brand new with tag, size XL. This is the Sands of Jacquard long sleeve. You can see it's got a Jacquard, like an embossed, like palm tree and flower print all over. It's tough to see on the camera. This sold for best offer $62.10. I paid $29 for this retail. So long sleeve, 100% cotton Tommy Bahama. I don't pick up a ton of 100% cotton Tommy, but I love the pattern on this. And it's a size XL, and it was a long sleeve. $62.10 on the sale price for this. This was not a multi-quantity listing, unfortunately. I would have loved it if I bought like 8 of these, but it was just a single one, I think. So that's out the door. Nice profit on that one. Next up is another retail pickup. This one I picked up back in January. I had about 5 or 6 pairs of these. I think this is the last one. The brand is Prana. You can see that right there. Brand new with tags. This is the Halley Jogger 2. Retail is $95. This sold for a best offer of $40. I think I paid $11 for this. 11 or 12 bucks, I think I paid for this retail. So nice flip here. And that's the last of the Pranas. They're all sold. This is going out Ground Advantage. $5.32 on the shipping label here. Gmo. Hang 10. How's the surf, brother, in Indiana today? If you're not following Surf's Up Finds, please tap on his name, give him a follow. He's on all platforms. Is Surf's Up Finds, all one word. He's worth a watch. I think he shipped out what did you say, 50 orders from the weekend? He's over there just crushing, dominating life, taking over the world. He's definitely worth a follow. He's on all platforms. Surf's Up Finds. The best surfer in the state of Indiana over there. Prana out the door. Next up is a brand I love picking up. I don't know. Let me know down below in the chat if you know this brand. Cricket, let me know. Give me a Y or an N down below in the chat. Cricket. Always a quick seller for me, especially this time of year in these short sleeve polos. Really hot brand right now. This sold, it's a size 2X. It sold for $24 plus $5.95 shipping. So the buyer's all in for $30. I paid $5 at the thrift store. Just picked this up about 3 weeks ago. And I think I just listed it early last week. So quick sale on this. Going out to Joe. Thank you, Joe. Joe's in Barrington, Rhode Island, getting himself a cricket. Let me know down below Y or N. We got some Ys. We got some smart people in the chat here. How dare I underestimate you? Line Creek Boutique. What's up, David? I was going to send you a message last night, David, and then I didn't. That's my entire story. Maybe I'll send you a message later on today. That's the way my brain works. That's my whole story. Sending you positive vibes. I was thinking about you, Line Creek. I was just going to send you a, hey, what's up? How's things? All right, next up is an LL Bean going, speaking of David, LL Bean going to David in Ohio. Another short sleeve. I don't pick up a ton of these. The reason I picked this one up is pattern plus size XL. I paid $5 for it. It sold for $16.20. I listed this last week. It sold in less than a week for $16.20. Not great profit there, but I was at the thrift store anyway. It fills up the cart, and I had a feeling that short sleeve with that pattern size XL, I figured it would sell pretty quickly if I priced it right this time of year. And for once, I was right. I was chasing that Aurora all weekend. Tell me more about that. I'm assuming you're talking about like Aurora Borealis and not Aurora the isn't that a Buick? Isn't that an older Buick car, the Aurora? Tell me more about that. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, David, thank you, brother. Some sales are big profits, some are not. That was just a little guy, but it was quick cash. Remember, I won't pay for that credit card bill until I'll have to pay for that June the 15th. That one will be due. So I already got the money back and some profit, and I haven't even taken the money out of my bank account yet. All right, Travis Matthew. I have a ton of these in stock still. I've already sold a ton of these. Travis Matthew, just a performance shorts. This is called Street Art. The MSRP on this is $89.95. These sold on a best offer of $30. I paid $11 for them retail, and that's a multi-quantity listing. So list it, change the quantity to 10, let them ride. I love those listings. It's my favorite stuff these days. Going out to Travis. Thanks, Travis. No, going out to Douglas. Thanks, Douglas. They're Travis Matthew shorts. Douglas, Travis. These are going to this is going to Mooresville, North Carolina. This ain't going far at all. Just a couple hours. Mooresville. Thanks, Douglas. That shipping label is going to cost me $4.28. Again, I paid $11. They sold for $30, plus the buyer paid $5.95 shipping. Next up is a Brooks Brothers Irish linen shirt. I just went through my listings on Saturday. I realized that I had a whole bunch of stuff that was probably priced a little too high. So I searched for short sleeves in my eBay store, and I just went through and lowered the price on a whole bunch of short sleeves. I had this priced at $27. I used to sell these pretty consistently in that range, but a lot of prices of a lot of things have been coming down in recent months. So I lowered this to $24, and it sold less than 24 hours after I made that price change for a full asking price, $24. So yeah, I probably changed the price on about 40 short sleeve items, and I sold 2 of them this weekend. This is one of them. Brooks Brothers, 100% Irish linen, nice pattern. I bought 3 of these at a thrift store. 2 of them sold really fast. This one took about 8 months to sell, but the other 2 sold like instantly. And I thought this one had the better pattern, but sometimes you don't know, things are crazy. Lower the price, gone within 24 hours. Getting your price right is so important. You can have a great item. Brooks Brothers Irish linen is a great seller for me, but if you don't have it priced right, it can sit around. If you don't have good photos, it can sit around. Change the price, boom, out the door. $24. I paid $5 for this at a thrift store. All right, we got still more orders. We had 27 total for the weekend. We're working through eBay. We still got Poshmark to do. Here's another one that I lowered the price of. This is a Dry Joys by FootJoy. I used to sell these consistently for $34, $35 used. The price has come down. This one was listed at $34. I lowered the price to $29, and it sold yesterday. So I changed the price Saturday to $29 from $34, and it sold in less than 24 hours for that full asking price, $29. I paid $5 at a thrift store for this. The Dry Joys by FootJoy, that's a golf, that's like a golf rain jacket. This one's a short sleeve rain jacket. Really good seller this time of year if you can get some FootJoys, Dry Joys. This is going out to Timothy. Timothy is in Bel Air, Maryland. Bel Air, Maryland. Shipping label on this is $6.12. It weighed in at just over a pound. And it's going ground advantage. New phone, who dis? What's up, AZ? Found a friend in Boone, and he was getting some great pics in your area. I have a friend in Boone, and he was getting some great, like taking like outdoor photography, Robin? Is that what you're saying? I love Boone. We lived up there for a couple years. I'm watching you on Facebook. Northern Lights, they were out as far south as the Keys on Friday night. Awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. Night photography is my hobby. Really cool, Robin. I love that. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I love hearing about people's I like talking reselling. I like talking shop. Anyone who's ever known me in my life knows I love talking shop. I love hearing about people's hobbies and stuff too. That's really fun. All right, next up is Carl. Carl got a pair of G4. Ooh, gosh. You know what's funny? I just had this like recollection as I was grabbing these. So G4, one of my favorite golf brands to flip. Let me see if I can show you the tag. I guess it's going to be hard to see. You're not going to be able to see the tag. But anyway, G4, great brand to look for golf. One of the hotter brands out there right now. Price is coming down a little bit right now, but it's still a really hot brand. These golf, the reason I just had that reaction to these shorts is because I just remembered when I got banned on TikTok, this was the item that I was packing and shipping when I got that ban, and they took down my my live access because I was shipping these flower shorts. I got banned for selling, I don't know what it was, illegal things, or I don't know how they stated it. But so flower shorts, be careful with these. They're contraband, apparently. These sold for $53.10. I picked these back up sometime around, I think I picked these up in January, actually. Retail, I forget how much I paid for them, if I'm being honest. But I had probably 4 or 5 pairs of these. This is the last pair out the door. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. These flower shorts. It's actually a really pretty pair of shorts. $53.10 plus the buyer paid shipping. $5.95 on those. Those are out the door. I forget how much I paid for them. Sorry. We got 2 more eBays. I got to print out these shipping labels. These came in right before showtime. So let's go ahead and do those. Then we'll switch over to Poshmark. We'll get those out the door. First one is I got to print this one out separately because it is going to a military base or in a military address. I don't know for sure if it's a base, but nope, that's not this one. This is just a regular order that just came in. Next one's going to a military address. So Wrangler, I just listed this on Saturday and it sold this morning. Wrangler Rancher. It does have like a tiny little stain that I described both in the item title and the description, and I did a close-up photo with a pointer right at that little stain. It's because of this pattern and a good size and the fact that it's short sleeve and it's the summertime. This sold for full asking price, $20, and that took like 24 hours to sell. So $20, or maybe it took like 48 hours to sell, whatever it might be. But really quick sale either way. $20 plus the buyer paid $5.95 shipping. This is going to go ground advantage. Going to Mark. Thank you, Mark. Mark's in Hatfield, Pennsylvania. This is going ground advantage. We'll print out the shipping label. Probably going to be an 8-ounce rate. It is. So the 8-ounce rate will be $4.38 for shipping. Wrangler, Chris's favorite. I might be wearing a Wrangler. I may or may not be. Found 4 Poncho long sleeve shirts Friday at one thrift store. You know, I've never found Poncho. Never found it. And you found 1. Or you found 4 at one thrift store at the same time. That's crazy. All right. Wrangler out the door. I find that those patterns that are a little bit less common with Wrangler tend to sell a little bit faster. Or in this case, a lot of it faster. Thank you, Mark. That's out the door. And now we got this one going to a military base. I had to do this one separately because it makes me fill out a customs form. Even though it's not technically international shipping, I still got to fill out this customs form. And it's really easy. I just got to check that box. It's already got the weights in there. Ground advantage. Cool. I think that's all I had to do was check that box. And that's going to go at a 12-ounce rate. Same thing, going in a 9x12 poly bag. Nothing fancy. This is going to go ground advantage. I just had to check the box on the customs form. It's, you know, just like acknowledging that I read the prohibitions for and restrictions for shipping to an Air Force base. Crap, I forgot to put in my thank you card. Nailed it. So it's going to be $5.07. And it's going to, the reason I know it's going to a military address is it has APO in the address. Oh crap, I got to print it out this way. That's not going to work. I got to print that out on a regular printer. Print. I don't have any paper in that printer either. That's awesome. I have to find where all my regular paper is because I am out in that printer. So I'll have to do that order later on. Put that aside. We're going to move on to Poshmark now. I have to print that just because of the way that they orient those labels. I have to print it on a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Pain in the butt. All right, we have over on Poshmark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slow weekend on Poshmark. 7 orders across 3 days. That's kind of a little bit surprising, but we had 27 total orders for the weekend. I'll take it. First up is, thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate it, is a Huck fishing shirt. Vented fishing outdoors type. Nice. Thank you, Tej. I really appreciate the gift. Really kind of you over on YouTube. I appreciate it. Super kind, unnecessary, but I'll take it with a big smile. Thank you. All right. Brand new with tags, Hook fishing shirt. This is a popular fishing brand. This sold brand new with tags, sold for best offer $28 on Poshmark. All these Poshmark orders I'm going to put in these Tyvek priority bags, free from USPS.com. This is going out to John. Thank you, John. I could put these in those same blue poly bags if I wanted to, but the blue poly bags cost me money. These are free. We don't trust government adhesive. So a little bit of tape on there. This is going to Huntsville, Alabama. I think that's our first Alabama order of the weekend. Thanks, John. Where do you get your poly mailers in the clear plastic you ship clothes from? I have all those links in my profile. If you navigate to my profile or you go to chris@peak.com, the address is right there below. You'll be able to find all the stuff I order and the exact links to that stuff. It's all through, most of it's through Amazon, but some of the links are elsewhere, but most are Amazon. So you can check that Amazon reseller shopping list. That's all the stuff I order. Yeah, not all shipping supplies are created equal. Some of them might be lower priced, but they'll probably be not as good quality. So look for the intersection of quality and price, and that's what I've found, and that's what I've linked. Thoughts on thermal printer? I've had one for a thermal printer. Gosh, when did I buy my thermal printer? My first one I bought like 4 years ago. So thoughts on thermal printer is yes, do it. If you're serious about reselling, if you're shipping, say, more than, 10-ish items a week, that kind of level, to me, you should have a thermal printer. It's going to save you money because you'll never have to buy ink for a printer cartridge, ink cartridge. You'll never have to buy those again because thermal printers don't use ink, and it will be faster. So you'll save time and you'll save money. Those are the two most finite things, right? Time and money. So get some time, get some money back, get you a thermal printer. I have the one that I use linked to my profile too. When is your next Whatnot show? I'm not sure, Robin. I don't really have one scheduled yet. Thanks for the bare bottoms. Bolo found a pair in under 6 hours. That's awesome. I love it, man. Good find. Yeah, get some time back. I mean, this is a business that requires a lot of time, right? You got to source the inventory, you got to bring it back, you got to take photos, you got to take measurements, you got to list these things, you got to ship these things. There's a lot of time that goes into it. Any seconds that you can save along the way, that really adds up, especially if you're trying to grow. I'd say don't wait till you've already grown. Get that time back now so you can grow faster. Next up is a pair of Levi's 550s, big size 50 by 30. These sold for full asking price, $26. $26 on the Levi's. They are modern Levi's. They are not vintage. 550 is loose fit, tapered leg, if you were wondering. Bigger sizes do better for me on Levi's in general. They usually price them a few bucks higher. They usually sell a little bit faster. I can find Levi's locally in my area for $5 a piece any day of the week. So for me, it's just a good, consistent thing. It fills up the cart. Doesn't get me rich, but I can find it all the time for $5. If I had to pay $8 for them, I probably wouldn't pick them up. But at $5, it's worth it for me. My bottom dollar for most Levi's, if they're in good condition, my bottom dollar is going to be $20 used. Don't really accept offers lower than that. But sometimes I get 26, and I did on those Levi's, probably because of the bigger size. Brand new with tags, Peter Millar. I just picked these up. I picked these up in Florida. I guess a week and a half ago. Just listed these Saturday, and they sold Sunday. So brand new with tags, Peter Millar shorts, size 44, $100 MSRP on these. These sold on Poshmark for a best offer of $58. I paid $29 for them, and sold in 24 hours after listing. I just picked them up retail. I was down in Florida about 10 days ago. I bought like 4 or 5 pairs of them, so I hope they all sell that fast. That would be sweet. This is the time of year, selling golf shorts, golf polos, all that stuff, moving and grooving. Thanks everyone for joining. If you're just popping in, we're about, probably about 85-90% of the way done shipping for the day. We're working on Poshmark right now. Mercari's done, eBay's done. Just working on the Posh. The easiest of all shipping is Poshmark. These are going out to Joe. Thank you, Joe. Nice quick little flip right there. Next up is a brand I don't pick up a ton, but when I find a nice looking shirt for cheap, I'll pick them up. This is a Western brand called Bit and Bridle. I found this for $5. It's a Western pearl snap. It's a size extra large, kind of a nice colorway. It's a short sleeve, so this is an in-season special. I knew a short sleeve with that pattern would probably sell pretty quick. I expected to accept an offer on it. I listed it for $21. It sold for full asking price, $21. Again, if I can find a good size, a nice pattern with the pearl snaps, I'll pick up Bit and Bridle for like $5 or less. That one might have actually been, I think that was from my Florida trip, so that one I actually think I might have paid $4 for. Either way, sold for $21. Nice quick sale. Short sleeves are selling fast right now for obvious reasons. How many items do you post a day? I've been averaging about 13 or 14 listings per day for the last like 6 weeks or so. I listed 93 last week, but I was gone Wednesday through last night. I still got 93 listings up. I bought my Rolo in the first 4 weeks of selling. I love it, Nick Smith. That's a very Nick Smith move to do. Nick Smith runs a really efficient business over there. He's not going to waste any time. He needs to get into the pool. He doesn't want to waste any seconds cutting out labels, taping them. He needs to get into that pool as fast as he possibly can. He's got a full-time job too. What else can we say about Nick? Bam Bam. This is a bad birdie. Got a ton of these back in January. They're still selling. This one sold for a best offer $35, brand new in tags, bad birdie. This is a hot brand, whether you find it used or brand new. I paid $11 or $12 for this one, sold for $35. It's a multi-quantity listing. I have a ton of these, so every time one of these sells, it's just, yeah, one listing, quantity, I don't know, 15 of this size, and they just keep on selling. Easy money, my favorite type of listing. Take one round of photos, one round of measurements, change the quantity to 15, and just let them ride. Making a ton of money off this one listing. Thank you, Cindy. Out the door for you. We got a couple more sales here. This one sold really, really fast. I kind of thought it would too. I priced it pretty aggressively. It's a pair of REI convertible pants. That means they have the legs zip off, you know, just below the knees. So hiking pants. This is a really hot thing to find right now. This is REI, but if you can find a good outdoor brand in a convertible pants, that's a good keyword there for you. Pick them up. They'll probably sell quick if you price them right. I priced this at $29. There was comps in the $35 range. I wanted to move them fast. I paid $5 for them. Sold for best offer of $26 on Poshmark. So 5 into 26. I just listed these on Friday and they sold last night. So 48 hours on this. Not all sales are fast. That last one I picked up in January, but this one I just picked up. My hubby plays golf in Bad Birdie. He loves that brand. It's hot right now. People love those like all over prints. It's such like a big deal right now. All those brands that are doing it, like the William Murray's another one. Even Peter Millar. I sold a Peter Millar all over prints earlier today. People love that. These are going out to Claire. Thank you, Claire. Nice quick flip on that. And a couple more sales here for you. Next is a Robert Graham. This is going out to William in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's a big destination for golf right there. This is a quarter zip Robert Graham, nice purple color, men's size, large. It's a cotton polyester blend. It's like a sweater, quarter zip sweater, pullover. Sold on a best offer, $22 on Poshmark. I paid $5 for it. Poshmark, so the buyer paid for shipping. Thank you, card. Thank you, William. There it is, out the door. That bin is full. Peace out, Chemo. Thanks for being in here, brother. Hope you and Dory have a great day. All right, next up, we got a coffee order going out the door to my friend Tim. Shetty Flips right here. He's got a 2-pack of coffee. He's got our seasonal light roast right here. The peak season light roast. It is now our spring seasonal. He's also got a bag of the OG, the medium roast. Both of these bags are ground. All our coffee is available ground, whole bean, or if you prefer, a French press grind. If you use a French press at home, they're all available at chris@peak.com. This one's going out to Tim. Little 2-pack. You save on shipping by buying 2 bags at once. Thank you, Shetty. Really appreciate your business. A repeat customer in Shetty. Hey, you drink coffee every day to get going. You might as well drink something that's delicious. This coffee is legit. It's roasted fresh every Thursday. It's fair trade. It's organic. And both of these are single origin coffees. The medium roast is from Chiapas, Mexico, from a small cooperative of farms there. And the light roast is from Honduras, from another small cooperative of farms. Thank you, Shetty. A little taste of Asheville coming your way. Roasted fresh right down the road from us in Black Mountain, North Carolina. Beautiful Black Mountain, North Carolina. Thanks so much, Shetty. Out the door. That concludes today's shipping proceedings. We are done. 27, and actually that's 28 orders total, including that coffee order. So 18 eBay, 7 Poshmark, 2 Mercari, and a coffee order going out to Tim. So thanks, everybody. If you want to get yourself some of that delicious, delicious coffee, you can too. And if you order it like right now, I'll ship it out live to you with a big dose of gratitude. Otherwise, it'll go out in just a couple hours, shipped fast right out to you, roasted just this past Thursday. It doesn't get any fresher than that. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Hope you learned something today, or just enjoyed your time while you're doing some listings or doing some shipping of your own over there. I don't know when I will be live next. No promises. I got a busy week ahead. I was gone all of last week, so I'll be live sometime again soon. Maybe I'll do like a thrift recap or something here pretty soon, but I love just sharing what's going on with my business. Hopefully it inspires or motivates or maybe teaches you a thing or two. That's why I go live. That's it. Thanks, Candy, for being here. I wish everybody an awesome day of sales. Hopefully if you're out and about sourcing, hopefully you find some really cool stuff. Maybe you take an extra couple of seconds to look up something that you've never found before and you find out that, hey, that thing's actually worth some pretty good money. So I hope that happens. And when it does, come back and let me know. Drop a comment down below in the live. Even if you're watching, you can go to the recording afterwards on Facebook and YouTube and drop it down too. I want to hear about your wins. If you have questions, just let me know too. I'm always here for that. Thanks, Teach. Appreciate it. Nick Smith, have a great day. Vinny Siren, thank you. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Peace.